Someone else is a Delta recruit too.
Yep. Well, like I said, in a couple of minutes I'll be able to join you and follow and help you. And we are live. Alright, so hello ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, I'm Jenny June, leader and owner of the SAS. Again, let me turn this thing on.
Let me turn this thing on. What did you break?
I just noticed something.
What did you break, Jimmy?
There, now you're there here now. I won't have to hit the space bar and going down and sort of the control button. Alright, so as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw me grinding, this guy now has the total triangle. This guy has the total triangle. Thanks to Echo who gave me the idea. I should have done this earlier, but I didn't think of it till now. The Delta Recruit has come back. I will put this link in. I just got done actually setting up this thing. So later on I'm going to go back and re-edit the other two. You see this one. But again, right here, this represents the Delta Recruit window, the UI element, and the mission tracker. The UI is accessible by this. So when you take up this little device, now we're going to go take a look at that little device. When you see your future self, and your future self hands this device to you, you have this device in your inventory. Huh? Thank you. No, did it again. Let's try this again. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so as I was saying, the Delta Recruit has come back. I'll put this link. This link's already in the last one, but I'm going to re-edit it with everything else. The device right here, this represents the Delta Recruit window, the UI element, this little thing right here. In this mission tracker, the UI is accessible by using the Tesseract communication receiver. This device here. Now we're going to go take a look at this little device. This is the device I'm talking about. Once you have this in your inventory, you cannot delete it. The old way, you could accidentally delete it and send a ticket and say, hey, I accidentally deleted it. I accidentally sold it to the vendor. I accidentally lost it. They have now changed it where you can't get it. Once you take on the Delta and you get this device in your inventory, then this becomes you. The Tesseract device is an ethic inventory item granted to all Delta Recruit during the Delta Recruitment event. It is used to open the Delta Recruitment user interface and provide access to the associated awards. This is, of course, the Romulan side. Though when you do the cutscene, you'll see a cutscene telling you, hey, you're going to get this self, this blah, blah, blah. He hands it to your future self. Then, after the Klingons and the Romulans, you do the training thing, where you train your weapon, learn to use your weapon, and then after your so-called weapons training, your future self shows up and say, hey, I've got this device. He hands this device to you. The Romulan is different. Just before you go to the party, as you saw in the last stream, as you're getting ready to go to the party and everybody's heading to the party, your future self shows up in the alleyway and says, hey, I need to talk to you. And you, like I did on the stream, you had to write what other two on, nice joke, a little hot, a little ha-ha. Once your future self hands this device and you get it in your inventory, from then on, as long as you have the total triangle, you are a Delta Recruit from then on. Now, we are going to make a Federation. Fingers crossed, hopefully you don't get jinxed like it did to me yesterday. So let's go ahead and play. Again. TOS characters cannot become Deltas. They cannot. It has to be a Romulan, Klingon, or Federation. This time I'm going to click a Vulcan Science. We're just going to let the name. I'm going to make him a Mirror Universe Spock. There. Perfect. Alright, we're just gonna let the name random click up tasks. Okay. Click a random name. You're just talking. Nice name. Now you should get a cutscene. There. Again, as I keep telling everybody, if you skip to the tutorial loud and clear, if I skip the tutorial, you will not repeat NOT, not be a Delta recruit. If you skip to the tutorial, you have to play this. I like to play the tutorial. This character will become a Delta recruit and be eligible for special missions and special bonuses. You have to play the tutorial. The reason why is you have to see the cutscene of the intelligence officer giving you the Tesseract to teach yourself, who then in your weapons training will show up at the end of your weapons training and say, hey, I'm from the future, here's the device you need to carry with you while you're leveling up.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long. 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin.
Warning, ship is under attack.
The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Welcome to Star Trek Online. And here comes the cutscene. (2410). 1 year.
This is the time we have pinpointed in your timeline, sir. This is when you go back and give yourself this. You'll know what to say. You've already heard yourself say it. It doesn't matter if it's exactly right. The time stream will work itself out. Just make sure you give yourself this. It's our best hope for the future of the galaxy. You'll return to this exact point in time as soon as you have done what you need to do. The galaxy still needs you, Admiral. Ready?
Alright, like I said, that is your future self.
Welcome to Star Trek Online. Today is graduation day, and you soon will be embarking on your training cruise, where the bulk of the ship is manned by cadets like yourself. This tutorial will introduce you to the basic controls of Star Trek Online, including movement, combat, and interacting with characters and objects.
Now let's get rid of this. Season 13 25, go in.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
Now, the net going on, you can just basically speed run it.
Finally, I was beginning to think you forgot what today was.
How could I? You keep bugging me every day about the damn thing. Oh wait, I'm talking.
Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget, I think Rasky is just ahead. He wanted to thank you for helping him cram for the astrometrics final.
Like I said, you can just basically space bar everything, just kind of speed run through it. I'm taking my time to show it to you.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final, and for all the other times you've helped me. I've always admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our class. What ship did you get?
No, I haven't got no assignment yet.
Good luck. Before you report to Lieutenant Farah and get your assignment, you should find Tevral. She wanted to talk to you. She's just up the pathway.
Alright.
Greetings.
Greetings.
It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12.8% on the second attempt, well within my standard norms. Now I am qualified to serve as both a science officer and a communications officer.
Congratulations.
Morik would like to see you as well. He is ahead of us on the path. Live long and prosper.
You too, live long and prosper.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
There you are. Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet. From what I heard, the advanced phaser training simulation is tripping people up.
Why, thank you.
Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you?
I am here to night training assignment.
Yes, I have the complete assignment list here. Name?
Task.
Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office behind me.
What is the problem?
You're going to have to ask him.
Continue.
Objects you can interact with have a glow around them. Press F to interact with a doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
Cadet.
You had to see me, so.
I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy, and I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program.
I am not a tactical officer, sir. I concentrate on course for my career track.
I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program, and I want to see good results, no exceptions.
Did you say senior officer, sir?
I did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask my tactical officer to set it up.
Your tactical officer? Who is that?
Another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. Still, I'm sure Cadet Flores will settle down and become a fine officer someday.
Thank you, sir.
I'll tell Flores to meet you out in the quad. Talk to her to start the phaser training, and I'll see you when you're finished. You're dismissed, Cadet.
Thank you, sir. Live long and prosper, sir. And like I said, they moved her, because usually when I tell people, go to the second light pole again. Now, I don't mean that light pole over there, I meant that light pole down there is where she used to be at. So they moved her closer, so when you come out now, she's right here.
I got the tactical officer spot, just what I wanted. Where'd you end up?
Captain Taggart said he wants me to see you for advanced training weapons. Now,
You never did that? I thought you were Mr. Extra Credit. Everyone knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to pass that program.
Now go tell me.
Don't worry, you'll do fine. Come on, I'll take you to the holodeck and set it up.
Lead the way then.
Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship. Have you seen the whales in San Francisco Bay? I never seem to spot them. I sometimes forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
Sprint button.
To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
Last one of the console buys the first round tonight.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Setting up the training program now. I hope Holodeck 2 is your lucky holodeck.
I still need that taser. No.
Phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can grab one there.
Let's go then.
Press the V key to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective.
And then, like I said, after you get done with the tutorial part here, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be talking to your future self. Once you finish that and pick up the Tesseract and your future self, you can pretty much sit here and don't do anything after that.
Has been automatically equipped.
Where is she? Oh crap! Don't you dare glitch out on the game. She's not thawing. She starts to thaw then. See if it shows up.
Go to the center of the room.
Alright. Begin program.
In combat, right-click on a target to fire your weapon.
And there you are, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, now this is, you see in the cutscene, to follow the idea here, you see in the cutscene, the intelligence officer gave your future self a Tesseract. Now this is your future self that's now going to give you the Tesseract back. See? Talk to you from the future. Once you talk to him and you click on the Tesseract, again, look, if you take a look, I don't have it yet. But after I talk to myself and pick up the device, from then on, I could do whatever I want from then on. I could sit on my hands and don't do anything with everything else because I have the device now. So let's go ahead and click on it. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm you from the future. I've come back in time to tell you that information that you need to know about the future. I don't quite understand everything myself, but I remember talking to you, well, you know, I was standing in your shoes, and I had this when this happened. Now, one thing I do like, because me being a Vulcan, you notice, he's using a Vulcan term. This exchange is not logical. I don't see no logic in the section. What are you trying to convey to me? I'm going to play this one. There are events that transpire in the future that necessity contacting my past self in order to ensure that these events actually occur. I have chosen this point in time as to where it is most accepting of my predetermined fate, as this is the beginning of the series of life-changing events that will lead to my first command. It would be illogical to try to trick you from here. To you, this is a normal day. To me, this is something more. Your logic is sound. What do you want to know? And then it starts into his little thing. Let's get down to business. A war is coming. An ancient race known as the Iconians once ruled huge areas of space, including this area. They had the power of the gods, technology far beyond what anyone else had. It took all the Iconic enemies rising up against them to defeat them. We thought they were extinct. Now we know that we was wrong. They had returned to take back everything that was once theirs, and this is where you come in. Why me? I'm just a boring, annoying Vulcan. Why me? Note the Starfleet officer had no opportunity to gather intelligence on this race, their capability, their possible plans, but I did. Throughout your career, you, me, well, you know, us, benefit from this knowledge. I will give you today, when the war with the Iconian comes, the galaxy will have a fighting chance thanks to what you'll be learning. That is why I've come back, so I know what to do now. Tell me what I need to know then. I can't drop everything on you at once. That would cause a paradox. You still need to locate this information to yourself, but I'll be guiding you. How are you going to guide me? And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Notice I don't have the device yet. Take this. It is a Tesseract communication device. It will allow me a one-way communication from the future to you. There will be updates through this device as you progress through your career. Check it out then. I think I have taken up much of your time. Flores and Captain Taggart are waiting for you. Seems illogical, so thank you.
While in combat, actions are disabled. You have a unique trait that gives more detail about ground combat will become available.
Alright, so as you were trying to hear, yeah, you heard both of them. They need to fix that, where both of them are not on top of each other. You are an outdodger crew. You have a unique trait that will give you bonuses to Dalton Nor and your teammates.
As a Delta recruit, you will be able to earn many additional rewards as you complete later missions.
And then there you go. And again, as I was saying earlier, now that we picked up the device, you don't have to do anything. You could literally sit on this tin and just take your time leveling up, as long as you have this device in your inventory. You still have to do all of these. You still gotta, level up to level 50, do your R&D, do all the storyline, join a fleet at level 30, do all of this, and like I said, each one of these, like the first one there, is stranded in space. So I will be concentrating on this guy. You'll see me, doing story by story by story, showing where all this stuff is. If you cut on the $5 and the $10, I'll actually do I'll write up the walkthrough on where to go, what to do, and where the devices are located. But if you're just going to walk me and just basically pay me $1 for my thing, you'll be seeing the same screen that you're seeing now. But now that you have this, you can kind of take your time and do whatever. Now, like I did last time on my liberated Borg engineer, my liberated Borg, all three of them were liberated Borg. All three of them were Deltas, but also all three of them were Federation, Romulan, and Klingon. So all three of them were liberated. All of them were Deltas. My Federation, I grind like crazy and got it done like crazy. Whereas my Romulan and my Klingon, I took my time on them. So let's go ahead in this. In simulation.
You can holster and draw your weapon with the H key.
Well done, cadets. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory.
Thank you, Captain.
Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Congratulations.
Third officer, huh?
Yes. You should be proud of your accomplishments here, cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
Why, thank you, sir.
First officer, way to go. Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least now you'll get to boss us all around like you've always wanted. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. May I get you a Ractigino, sir?
Yes, and also some cookies.
You'll do great. But we should head up to the shuttle bay. Everyone else is waiting there for the ceremonial send-off toast.
Okay. And then, like I said, from this point on, because you've done the tutorial part there, and you've got the device here in your thing, you can take it easy. after this point on. So like I said, this guy, I'm going to keep pushing. Let me go ahead and do something here. There. Alright, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I went ahead and switched channels.
All the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I know Vulcans don't get nervous, but the rest of us do. And this is our first real assignment. So I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you. Something heartwarming, something... Okay, just don't scare anyone. This mission could just determine the rest of our careers. No pressure. I'll meet you over there.
May I have everyone's attention to gain your speech. Handing them one of your classmates to the exactly past 4 years, I have ample opportunity to study your reaction to many different situations. Continue. As the thought is, it is logical that I use this information to best instruct you all. Galvanize the cadets. I operate efficiently and effectively. I ask no more of you as I ask myself. Raise your glass to 2409. Not like her, she just does the Vulcan salute while everybody else raises a glass. And each one will say something over their heads. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. And final last one. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready to head to the ship?
Yes, sir.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Oh, look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship. Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft. Average speed, warp 5.0. She is a tough little ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge. I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
You too.
Name and position?
Cadet, acting officer.
I have your record right here, sir. Welcome to the ship.
Where is the captain?
Captain Taggart is waiting for you on the bridge. Use the turbo lift behind me. It will take you directly there.
Thank you.
Welcome to the bridge, number 1.
Number 1, sir?
Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number 1, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me on the best course of action in any situation.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors. Then disable the tractor moorings.
Floor is closed, pedal doors.
Shuttle bay doors are closed, sir.
Very good, number 1.
So now, get clearance from traffic control. So we may leave.
Earth traffic control has cleared us to depart, sir.
Very good, number 1.
Carter, wait till need to disable the tractor mooring.
Potter, take us out. 1/4 impulse.
Captain, and I remind you, Dudley regulation to the classified structures only while in the vicinity of the
Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number 1. Potter, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
To sit, right-click on the chair you wish to sit in.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
And off we go.
Captain, I am picking up a distress call from the SS Break-Even. Audio only.
Let's hear it, Tavrel.
This is the SS Break-Even. Our warp core is failing, and we are in need of assistance.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes.
Transporter room. Prepare to beam over survivors.
Sir, Census can't read anything in the vicinity of the break-even.
Communications are out as well.
Keep trying to hail them, Tavrel. Number 1, let's discuss the situation.
It is a drop, sir.
You heard the distress call, number 1. What do you think we should do?
It is a test, sir. Is it thought of night training?
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist.
It is trained that transmission is only audio only. A warp core emergency should not affect communication.
Good. What do you advise?
It is a trial. Run for your life. Shields up, sir. Better than safety, sorry.
Raising the shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution.
Yes, sir. It's a trap, sir.
I agree. Flores, raise shields. Number 1, get down to the transporter room. You'll oversee the rescue effort from there.
Yes, sir. Long live long brother, sir. Now, hopefully you don't jinx, because this girl jinxed last time tonight. Break in, shoot the in range, give me an update.
I'm getting some weird readings. I can't get a solid lock. There may be interference. Trying to compensate. I think I have it. This is a lot different than the training scenarios. Beaming them over now.
Cleon!
Hang on!
This vessel is now property of Captain Kadek of the IKS Jaunt.
Come in. What is happening?
Doc, security is reporting disruptor fire in the transporter room, and Klingon transporter signatures are showing up all over the ship. They're boarding us.
What can I do, sir?
You have the command codes to unlock an armory near your position. Arm yourself, and any security team members you find.
Yes, sir. What about the enemy ship, sir?
We still have weapons. I'll do what I can. For now, I need you to concentrate on getting those Klingons off my ship. Taggart out.
Yes, sir. Now this is gonna jinx up to none the last time, ladies and gentlemen. This guy right here, you know, let's hope that they get jinxed up again.
Go to the armory locker in this room and interact with it to get a better weapon.
Yes, it worked this time!
An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
It worked this time!
You have recovered a Hypo spray. You can use this to quickly heal any damage you may have suffered.
Yay, it's working! Not a good idea. Sure it's coming through, okay? Now, if on the last time, this girl got jinxed. And that was it, I couldn't continue on. Now it's working, yeah!
Number 1. We're doing our best to cripple this Klingon marauder, but I need your help. Time to show off that academy training.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of happening to people where it's just bugging out. If you sign out of your thing and then sign back in, nothing happens, and then completely log out and then completely log back in. For most people, that's working for most people. But if it don't, like this guy, which I did that, where I logged out first, went to another character, then came back to this character, that didn't fix it. Then I logged out of the game, logged back into the game, and it didn't get to this part. You know, you might have to just go ahead and delete the character and start over again. So let's go ahead.
Sometimes missions specialized to your career class are available. Press C to crouch. Crouching is a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks.
You can tell I've done this so many times, I know when to do it.
Press X to aim your weapon. Aiming your weapon gives a bonus to damage.
There's one. There's two. And of course, three's out here.
Number one, we've got injured up here and the Klingons could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Yes, sir. Alright, so the first person's right here. Nice grams. And the next one's up here in this corner.
Incoming transmission from the Klingons.
This is Captain Kadek of the IKS Chart. You may have forced my boarding parties off your decks, but our ship remains cloaked. You have no hope of finding us or defeating us. Your choice is simple. Surrender, or we will kill your captain and then destroy your ship.
No, dog.
Perhaps your captain will change your mind.
Captain?
Order your crew to surrender, Captain, or I will blow them out of the sky. It's your choice, Captain. Do you want these children to die?
Very well. Number 1. You are now the captain of the ship. Your orders... Your orders are to lock onto my combat and fire!
Tega Tosa!
Make me proud.
And he does.
We have target lock, Captain.
Hi-oh!
Direct hit! Casualties on all decks! Shields! Shields! Fire our weapons! Weapons and shields are offline! Ah! Cloak and begin repairs!
We've lost their signal. What now?
Run away! That's what we do! Alright, now on the last one, I basically stopped right here on the last one, just everything else and all. Hi, Spirit. But this time around, I'm going to continue on. Okay, what's the question? Hold on. Ah, okay. No problem, Aaron. Yeah, I'm just talking to Aaron. Give me a second. So how you doing, Spirit? So, like I said, the last one I stopped right here, but again, like I said, once you get the Tesseract, you can just take your time doing whatever you want once you get the Tesseract. But like I said, like I did the last time, I did everything to the Federation, but my Ronin and my Klingon, I took my time working on them, whereas my Federation, I'm going to push through, do everything, find everything, and show everything, and then if you're talking about $5 Patreon group and a $10 Patreon group, I will write out a walkthrough on what to do and how to do it and just everything else and all. So let's go ahead and push through. Let's get this guy to the end. And again, like I said, from this point on, you notice I had not started the thing yet. There's nothing showing yet. We're on my Klingon and my Romulan because I got past this part. It's now starting into the next part. Not the first mission yet. I'm like still like halfway to 10. But this guy, because he's not showing yet. He has the Tesseract, yes. But there's nothing showing here until you basically get closer to the end of the tutorial. Then you can start seeing this little thing fill up. So let's go ahead and push through.
We survived, but the Captain Taggart knew what would happen, and he gave the order anyway. Ultimate sacrifice. One that we all might be called to make someday. He trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive. And remember him.
Yes. There. Now go ahead and take the chair.
Alyssa Flores is now your bridge officer. Bridge officers add abilities to your ship in space and accompany you on away missions on the ground.
As you can see, it's pointing there.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
Okay, send out a distress call.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
Keep lying. What is the status of the Klingon ship?
She's still cloaked, but I think she took some real damage. We're in rough shape too, Captain.
Then it's your thought.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the systems back online.
What about that break-even? Hailed on immediately.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
Yes, I'm breaking in. This is Darkling Tessa. When is yours? Oh no, that's me. This is break-even. This is Darkling Tessa. Use the token. What is your status?
Oh, hello, Starfleet. No hard feelings, right? I had to send that distress signal. If I didn't, that crazy Klingon was going to blow my ship into space junk.
Really?
And, because Starfleet's always ready to help and all, could you help me repair my ship? I'm grateful for all you've done to save my ship and cargo already. But the sooner I can get out of here, the sooner I'll be safe from K-Deck.
Hey, see what I can do.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q. Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
Helm, full stop. I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship.
Roger.
Position yourself near the ship and press F to interact with it.
And like little chickenings in a runaway.
Well, looks like we're on our own. At least they said thank you, I guess. About that cloaked ship full of Klingons?
Then do those.
Almost done, Captain. Level 2 diagnostics shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair.
Do you have to replace those?
Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but I think the Klingons specifically sabotaged them when they boarded us. It's an easy way to cripple a ship. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to warp.
Any ideas?
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here. There's wreckage all over this region. I can scan the derelicts and see if any of them have intact plasma injectors.
Do it.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Press the spacebar to fire energy weapons. Warning. Ship. An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
Yeah, that guy's getting annoying.
These plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. 3.7-liter flow put with shielded reservoirs and a drop flow induction coil.
Uh-huh. Good. Remember, there is a Klingon that wants to kill us. Work fast.
You have your problems, I have mine. I'll need some time to get everything installed and run a level 1 diagnostic. We don't want to blow up the moment we hit Warp 1.
Good idea. That is the thought.
Zarva's dealing with the Warp Corp, but until she's done, we're still stranded out here with no way to call for help. Oh, don't forget the cloaked Klingon battlecruiser. It's probably making repairs faster than we are.
Any chance that the town and where they are getting a communication team John from?
Of course we can. We're the class of 2409. Tivrel has been working with the engineers, and they've pinpointed the locations of several Klingon signal jammers. That's what blocked our communications during the ambush. I recommend that we destroy the jamming satellites. We'll be able to get a call out to Starfleet then.
Sound good.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets.
Dun 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 dun.
Use your torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down.
Nice shot. 2 more jamming satellites left.
Target's shields have failed.
That Klingon ship took some real damage. I'll bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. We might be able to use that to find them.
Do it. May not find them until they hand us out again.
Understood. I'd rather not die to Klingons on my first day. Got it. I can trace the plasma signature right to the source.
Timely, an advantage.
I'll send the source of the plasma signature to navigation. It will show up on the map.
Naked soul.
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow. Deactivate full impulse by clicking on it again.
Dun 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 dun.
Multiple birds of prey decloaking.
Ship is under attack. Activate high-yield torpedo by clicking on the icon or pressing Alt and 1. High-yield torpedo will increase the power of your next torpedo attack.
Zarva needs more time to get the plasma injectors installed. Try not to break anything else.
shield that is low on power to direct power to it. This will divert power from your other shields. Ship explosions cause damage. Put some distance between yourself and exploding ships.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from Starfleet.
On screen.
This is Captain Volok of the USS Renown. Do you require assistance?
Yes, sir. We will end up directly on the water, sir.
A Klingon captain would have to be very bold to travel this far into Federation territory. Where is Captain Taggart?
He was captured and taken to the Klingon ship. Then they killed him after he ordered me to fire on his position.
And did you follow his orders?
Yes, sir.
So, I take it you are in command now.
Yes, I am, sir.
Very well. We will escort your ship to Earth's space dock.
What about that captain, the Klingon that killed my Captain Taggart? He is still out there, so...
And if he reveals his position, he will be dealt with accordingly. Until then, you are to set a course for our position. Renown out.
Yes, sir. Dun dun dun!
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
The Renown will escort you back to Earth's space dock, but first we must inform the USS Kittimer that... One moment. My communications officer informs me that we are unable to contact the Kittimer. We will proceed to their coordinates to determine if they require assistance, and your ship will accompany us. I hereby grant you a field promotion. This will give you the proper authority over your crew, and final decision-making ability for your ship until we reach Earth's space dock and report to Admiral Quinn.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, pushing through.
We're here, Captain. The USS Kittimer is dead ahead, and the Renown is beside us. Our orders are to make contact with the Kittimer and find out why they've not responded to our hails.
Very good. Set a course to the Kittimer. Let's cut out the static. Boot the signal.
Yes, sir. I will require approximately 15 seconds to make the necessary adjustments.
Understood.
Ah, Captain Volok. Captain Taggart? What are you both doing here?
I am not Captain Taggart, sir. I am in command of the docking. Captain has ordered me to follow with him to your location.
Always good to follow the orders of your superior officers.
Do you know what happened with your communications, sir?
These cadets were the unfortunate victims of a Klingon ambush. Captain Taggart is dead, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Renown was escorting them back to Earth's space dock, but when we could not raise the Kittimer, I deemed it imperative to alter our course and assess the situation. Captain Yim, what is your status?
Listen.
I'm troubled by the anomalies in this system. And if they're affecting long-range communications, then they're doubly a cause for concern. Let's do this by the numbers. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do an in-depth scan of the anomalies. With all 3 ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate a course of action. The Renown has the largest science team, so I recommend we send our data there for analysis. Any questions?
No questions, sir.
You're quite confident for a cadet. You remind me a bit of myself when I was an ensign. Of course, I wasn't commanding a ship back then. Let's see how you perform before you start claiming that chair full-time.
Understood, sir.
You can set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, speed, or balance.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Gamma radiation levels that we are? I'm not sure that a normal scan will be enough. We might need to do a full multiphasic reading.
Now, if you're the science team, you notice the science thing is lighting up because I'm a science officer, so it's lighting up. If you did this on an engineer or a tactical, you'll not see this. This could be grayed out because I'm on a science tear. This is lighting up, so I determined that there is a problem with sensor tachyon settings, so...
My chief science officer, Commander Davis, had suggested the same thing, but it seems you're already aware of it. Good work. We'll perform a reverse tachyon pulse wave and see if that solves the issue. Report your findings once your final scan is complete.
Understood, sir.
Deflector dish is realigned for a reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir. Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The Borg!
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow. Deactivate full impulse by clicking on it again. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, look at that.
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
Ian, emergency medical hologram, what is your situation?
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous.
Can you hold on your own? We have a problem of our own to deal with.
I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
Now again, like I said, if you saw the last one, I had the science thing light up. Since I'm not an engineer, you notice the engineer's grayed out. So that's an engineer ability right there. What do we need to do?
The Borg were brutally efficient on the Kittimer. The emergency medical hologram may be in command simply because no one else is fit to do so. The Borg have not been seen in the Alpha Quadrant in decades. Their arrival cannot simply be a coincidence. However, I hesitate to speculate without the full data from all of the probes.
What do you need us to do, sir?
I will send teams to aid the Kittimer. You will have to finish the scans. We need to know the extent of the Borg presence here. You must also inform me if you or your crew are unable to continue. The Borg evoke a strong emotional response that can rattle even trained Starfleet officers. A crew of cadets that have already survived a Klingon attack may be unable to cope.
Good idea. Lois, what is your situation?
We're scared. We all studied Admiral Janeway's Borg tactics, but no one thought we'd have to use them so soon. It's good that the Renown and Kittimer are here, but I know we need to be ready for the day when we're alone against the Collective. The counselors are already working with the crew. Do you want them to convey a message from you?
I'm gonna take this one. Tell them that I'll do everything I can to detect this ship and Oko Thunderdogs.
Understood. I'll tell the crew what you said and set a course for the next anomaly. If the Borg show up again, we'll be ready.
Very good, so. Dun dun dun.
Have your data, and our science team is analyzing it now.
We need to set it to the Kittimer ship.
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
Can we use the Kittimer to help analyze the data thruster?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
Alright, agreed that you can help the Renown analyze the data.
I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
What do you think? La 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 la.
More Borg! I don't know if we're ready for this.
Target's shield has failed.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that part.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
It's an invasion force. We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
Ship is under attack.
Man, flashlight though, we can fight them all! Where's the Starfleet? We can fight them all!
Target's shields have failed.
Now it's kicking in.
Here is the situation as we see it. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area for a larger invasion. Long-range sensors are already detecting inbound transwarp signatures. The most likely target for a first strike is the Vega system. There is a civilian colony there, and if the Borg could take it by surprise, they would have large numbers of new drones at their disposal.
What is the status of the killer? No. Now, if you notice there's a tactical position right here, but since I'm not tactical, it's grayed out. What is the status of the killer? No.
The Kittimer was badly damaged, and there are many casualties. Captain Yim is gravely injured, but he will recover. We are still working on triage and restoring the Kittimer's critical systems. This leads me to our next course of action.
Yes, what is it?
You must go to the Vega colony and warn them that the Borg are coming.
But what about you, sir?
The Renown is better equipped to hold off further Borg attacks and assist the Kittimer. It is logical for us to remain here. We will delay the collective, but you must warn the colonists at Vega.
Understood. Set a course to Vega.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
Yes, the third system. And here comes the Borg invasion.
Shields up, red alert.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
It is imperative that you warn the colony at Vega of the impending attack. We will do what we can to hold off the Borg here in Vega and repair the Kittimer. Live long and prosper.
You too, and you see you'll get all of these rewards, just everything else.
Congratulations.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space. Use M to open up the map for sector space. You can click on a system to plot a course and set your ship to automatically fly to it.
Alright, while I was doing that, I'll be right back. I'm using a T-Gon flying. It's gonna take a couple of minutes anyway. Yeah, now I'm back. That's good.
We arrived before the Borg. Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain?
Here, the colony, we not one them.
Tivrell managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting her through now.
And screen.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today?
The dog are on their way to the system. We need to evacuate.
Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you say the Borg? What about them?
The dog are on their way. You need to evacuate now. What has happened? Why do I have static?
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals in this area. Even our hails to the civilian ships are not getting through. There is a communication satellite nearby. It should boost our signal sufficiently to inform the freighters of the danger and warn the colony.
Say the code to the satellite.
Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your orders, sir.
Can you get a joint to the lock on the colonists?
Borg are jamming up any remote signals. It's not safe to beam through that. I think I can boost the gain, though.
Hey, the dog are running away. Hey.
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here. Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
Magic threat accolade and Trump's engineering.
Target's shields have failed.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Renown, sir.
I got stand here, look to my dog landing body. We are the only thirdly desolate in this area. We will rescue them.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shield.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you. All civilian ships have safely warped out of the system, Captain.
Target's shields have failed.
Get the last one. Such a pretty little plane, huh?
Captain, the Borg have landed, and the colony won't be able to hold them off for long. I recommend beaming down to Vega and getting as many people out as we can.
Yes, make it so.
Choose your away team for your next mission. Your choices for who will be on your away team will grow as you recruit more bridge officers.
See, not the better because it's already in tactical. And I kind of get through with Tess's tossed ball.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's transporters.
Understood. We will manually take all together and have them get transported. Any questions?
No, sir. I'll follow your lead.
Let's get moved on.
That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Are we too late? Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
La 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 la. Yes, we are totally.
Thank you. We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
Yes, we will.
Press the U key to view your status or the status of your ship and bridge officers. This is your... You can also view your ship's equipment. Equip your bridge officer by selecting them and then double-clicking an item in your inventory.
We're too late.
Oh, wait a minute. Not there, right? Oh, he won't let me select because I'm down on the ground. Yeah, I can jump on the dock and I can do the nerve tension 9 knelt thingy. Yeah, so I'll have to select it next. Group. T groups. Groups. And there you go, all through.
I apologize for Coles putting a rifle in your face.
Hey.
I apologize for Coles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements?
Yeah, the docking is in order.
I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. Still, there is more to do. Many citizens are hiding in their homes. We cannot abandon them to the Borg.
We can rescue them. There's something is blocking our transporters.
I know. Coles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship.
This can't be everyone here, though.
No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Coles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship. But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65. I think you need it more.
You have no thanks. Let's retrieve this equipment.
You have received a kit appropriate to your profession. Open your inventory, default key I, and double-click it to equip it. With a kit equipped, abilities are added to your action bar that you can perform in ground combat. You now have additional abilities in ground combat.
I will need to raise them at the first sign of Borg ships.
Alright, after that, let's get next to this thing, go to craft position. Now, tactical officers, if you can get behind this is a good spot, but to me, I always sit right up right here. Oh wait, I gotta talk to her first.
The pattern enhancers are working, and not a moment too soon. I can hear the Borg moving this way.
I need you to single decision to get here now.
I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
Get the signal now, Donald. Get the signal now, Donald. Alright, get here, get the craft position.
Remember when we thought fighting a crazed Klingon was the worst thing that could happen today? Another group of civilians has beamed to the ship, Captain.
See, as long as you sit right here, they'll just keep running to that transporter thing. Not a red alert.
Shields are back up, sir, but more Borg vessels are warping to our location. We have detected a type of generator near your position. There is a 94.6% chance it is the device affecting our transporters. If you can destroy it, we will transport as many people from the area as we are able.
Hang on now. We will take care of it. NATO, do you think you can use... Thank you to your assistant, NATO.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
I am not finished. You, tactical officer, you are with me.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born on Vega. There's no way I'm sitting by and letting the Borg take it without a fight.
Alright, let's get moving down.
Alright, Coles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't hesitate.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field.
You had any ideas?
The Borg are so... what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil. The ship is transporting anyone that can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible.
Dinosaur, no!
We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed, so we can't reach the Renown or the Kittimer. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
See, we can take it to satellite to deem an unneeded warning.
Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course, the path to the satellites does lead away from the planet, so we could remotely reconfigure them as we leave. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Sounds like a satellite plan, lay in the coast of the third satellite.
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around.
Target's shields have failed.
Next one, holding the line. Another next accolade.
Target's shields have failed.
Next.
Never thought I'd wish I was back at the Academy studying for the astrometrics final.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Sir, there are several fast-moving ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Then we not hurry and get to the next satellite.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Killed!
A cube? Guess it's our time to go out in a blaze of glory.
Killed them! Dun dun dun! The cowboy! Hey, come on, get over there, get over there, get over there.
Shields have failed.
just have on you dig ships.
We held off what we could in Pollux and sent a signal out to Starfleet. These were the closest ships. Others will be arriving as soon as they can.
Glad to see you. There is no way we could defend them ourselves.
You have handled things well thus far. Excellent thinking on reconfiguring the satellites into warning beacons. We received the signal as soon as we arrived in the system.
Are we going to retake Zago?
I will be discussing that option with the other captains here, but your priority is to protect the civilians you have on board, as well as to ensure the safety of your crew. The Khitomer will return to Earth space dock with you. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Quinn. He will have more information for you.
Yes, sir.
You and your crew have done well. Koles would make a fine addition to your senior staff.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Captain Volok told us to get to Earth's space dock, and I think he's right. We need to get the civilians to safety. And I don't think I can handle any more excitement.
Then let's go to Earth's space dock then. And pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, that will end the tutorial basically. Once you see Admiral Quinn, you're basically starting the third mission, Stranded in Space. And here we are, finally, ending the tutorial. And you try right there that you need to see to your Delta stuff.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave in 0830 hours.
Darling the little glowies, darling the little glowies, the little glowies, ding, 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 ding. Like I said, now that we're just starting out.
Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future?
As you can see, you can't really do much more with everything else, because I'm not level 20 yet. But when you do, like I said, I'm gonna do this one, that way people who knows.
Well, where do I start? I'm 157 years old. That's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion in the Typhon Expanse, serving as an ensign under Captain Morgan Bateson on the USS Bozeman. Much of the crew of the Bozeman found it difficult to integrate back into Starfleet. So much had changed. The Temporal Intelligence Agency took in many of my shipmates, due to our first-hand knowledge of events that occurred in the past. So, that's where I ended up.
I had an encounter.
An encounter, you say? Something temporal in nature, I assume.
Yes, I met someone who claimed to be me from the future. He threatened an admiral. They say to, if I had any doubt, to see you to dare I decline.
That's protocol in these sorts of cases, but rarely do Starfleet officers actually follow through. I can do a quick scan for chronoton radiation. That will tell me what I need to know.
Then do it.
I am getting some light chronoton radiation from you. You were exposed to someone from the future, it seems. But not too far. By these readings, I'd say a maximum of 18 months from the day you encountered them.
18 months? Thought he was an admiral, so...
That's not entirely out of the question. There's been a steady flow of new starship captains and field promotions in the wake of all the crises going on in the galaxy. Someone like yourself could definitely be an admiral in a relatively short amount of time.
He gave me this weird-looking device.
This looks to be a Tesseract-based receiver. Where did you get it?
My teacher said gave it to me.
I see. You're not the first to receive one of these from the future. Admiral Archer had a similar device when he was captain of the First Enterprise. These are used to send back information, and in some cases, physical objects from the future. I believe that if you were to do specific tasks that benefit the future, items useful to you could be sent back in time for you to use.
I see. And there you go. Completing the Dr. Recruit task will now earn you reward. These are dairy marks, which can be found at level 50, as well as character traits and other special items that you can earn while exploring the Dr. Recruit system. And then after you click that, that should go away.
Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future?
Alright, so now that we have this, we've already done all this. Use the Tesseract device to receive the open up your inventory to access the Dr. Recruit.
Greetings, how can I assist you today?
And again, like I said, it's grayed out. Now, do you notice there's a light little nudge? When I did the tutorial earlier, and I was in the the training room, learning how to shoot it with my phasers and everything else, there was nothing there. But now that I'm leveling up some, just everything else and all, you notice there's a smudge there. And that's that. So let's go ahead and end this mission. Admiral recording, so...
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
He's lieutenant now, so...
Yes, I see that here, in the report transmitted by Captain Volok. He granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Mask Taggart, correct? Acting First Officer?
Yes, sir, that is correct, sir.
I've read the reports. Facing off against Klingon raiders and a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? Very unusual. In your own words, tell me what happened out there.
Explain to Admiral Quinn everything that's happened and how I'm an illogical token.
That's quite the story.
Yes, sir, it's all true. I'm an illogical token.
Don't worry. I have statements here from Captains Volok, Yim, and Willa Post from Vega Colony collaborating your story. All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others.
I am a Starfleet officer. It is my job. It is my discretion.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair.
So?
Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor, those are harder to find.
Continue.
It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me.
You won't regret that, so... now I'm going to click on this one right here. I know the last time I did this, I had people who actually asked me, well, what about that planet? What's going to happen with the planet? I'm going to click on this because that'll answer that question.
Unfortunately, the Renown and her task force were not able to repel the Borg. Vega is lost. Starfleet Command will meet with Federation President Enoch Okeg and the Federation Council to determine our next steps. For now, Starfleet vessels will patrol the outskirts of the Vega system to ensure no Borg escape. Do you have any further questions?
What are your orders, sir? Let me do this one.
You will be assigned to the Klingon front, but first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Dur's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And there, we have now completed the tutorial. We now have the battlefield connection, and the next mission strengthening station now available. I am going to take a break here because I have not had lunch yet, so I'm going to take a break here, go get me some lunch. When we come back, I'm going to start doing like I usually do. I'll, do a mission to the $1 group. You'll be able to see me. Let me open the thing up. Now, as I was saying earlier, I'm no longer getting paid by YouTube. YouTube is now demonetizing everything. This is basically my source of income now. So, what you're seeing now is going to basically go here. If you want to get the walkthrough to everything else, there's part of this group right here. And then I've got Bubbles down here, who's part of this group here, to everything else. So if you're kind of curious what the thing looks like, to everything else, this is basically what it looks like. This has got the $5 group and the $10 group, where you'll see me do the mission. I'll give you the optionals. I'll take the time to write it all out, fill it all out, list everything else and all, and kind of go from there. But like I said, the reason why I'm doing this, YouTube is no longer paying me. This is basically my source of income now. So I'm going to take a break, go get me some lunch. When I come back, I'll be doing the first one, Stranded in Space. Now, this time around, I will be doing it as a science officer. So you'll be able to see all the science powers, all the science options, just everything else and all. And we'll kind of go from there. So, that's that. Otherwise, like I said, from here on out, you can pretty much take your time doing what you want, just everything else and all. Like I did the last time. I worked on that Federation, grind like hell on that Federation to get everything done. So my Romulan character and my Klingon character, I took my time on them. I spent all my time, doing all of this, get the R&D done, do all the storylines. At level 30, you have to join a fleet. And then you see the very first one right there. Locate the Iconian technology and Stranded in Space. Of course, I know exactly where it is. Slow alert, it's by the wood core. So if you're in the engine room looking around the wood, the wood core, it's next to the wood core. There's your slow alert. And then when you're trying to get to the last one down here called storage, you'll pretty much have everything completed. But again, you have 1 month to get all of this done. If you grind on it and spend a few hours each day, it can be done. You can get this done in time. It can be done. But I'm going to take a break, go get me some lunch. I shall be back shortly with the next one, Stranded in Space, and I'll see you all shortly. I am Jimmy Jr., leader and owner of the SAS fleet. If you're all curious, we're a casual fleet. Definitely look us up. Leslie Dayhu, he's my fleet recruiter, and I'll see you all shortly in about an hour. So you Federation players, Live Long and Proctor, you Roman player, John and True, you Klingon player, Claw, and I'll see you all shortly. Spirit, I'll see you in about an hour after I get some lunch.